Why is having a dream job so damn hard? You might have seen so many posts and videos of YouTubers, of maybe influencers, or anyone really who pursued the dream job of his or her life. But is that a reality or just a minority of people that really can do that? Well, let me tell you a story. Basically, I left my already dream job some months ago in order to pursue an even bigger dream job, an opportunity, experience, and so on. And I feel extremely privileged. And of course, that wasn't easy at all, already having the dream job and then leaving that dream job and pursuing new opportunities. That was even more difficult to do so. And basically, there need to be so many reasons and so many factors behind so that you can do that. That is very hard for the majority of people. And still, once you do that, you still face enormous complexities and difficulties, such as is really my case. Not to go that much further, I don't have a business model yet, and I'm still pursuing a, let's so-called, career in YouTube, among many other fields, also writing a book, among other initiatives. But still, this is damn hard. And let's imagine now that you haven't had a chance to have a proper education, or you have a extremely and strong financial needs, or also that you simply do not know what you like when it comes to professional terms, or maybe you know all these variables but you have some family needs that you need to cover, or you are shy, or maybe you are not, I would say, have the opportunities when it comes to your emotional intelligence to go beyond and establish a new career, or having the spirit to become an entrepreneur, because obviously to become an entrepreneur you need to have some guts and it's not made for everyone, and I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. So maybe even I would say that there are not job opportunities in the market. You might have the education, you might have the financial needs covered, the entrepreneurial spirit might be within you, and so on. But there are no financial opportunities or no opportunities in the market where you live. So, I mean, it's so damn hard. And also, you have the clash between your consciousness and the reality. And really, sometimes the suffering comes when you don't accept reality as it is. And that's very hard because some older generations, I don't want to generalize, but in general, are less conscious and less, I would say, receptive of what's going on in the current younger generation. And that made that generation, or most people of that generation, to take any kind of role as long as they made money and so on and so forth, which is understandable in certain conditions. But for younger generations, they see that the world is going astray, that of course they want to contribute positively to society and environment, and they want to feel good about themselves and so on. But then you have a clash of expectatives, and obviously that your consciousness wants to pursue certain career pathway, but then there are many limitations, even in the best case scenario, really. And that creates mental health problems, really, or at least not being with yourself as good as you could be. And then you have the criticism of the older generations of your colleagues or whoever, that they say, oh wait, you're so concerned about these issues, and you're so activist and so on, but in your daily basis you're not contributing at all. I mean, yes, you're right, but I mean, the conditions are not as proper as I would like them to be, right? So this is tough. This is very tough. And hopefully in the coming years and decades, this will be extremely different, because we may live in a world of abundance and consciousness, and where there are many more purpose-driven organizations and opportunities for purpose-driven jobs. And as well, obviously, the coming generations might help building momentum. But as of today, the world is governed really by leaders that do not pursue, I would say, purpose-driven jobs, purpose-driven organizations, but the opposite. Whereas as well, the market conditions are not yet there for everyone. Of course, the market conditions and the momentum is much higher than it was 5-10 years ago. I mean, when I looked for a job 7-8 years ago, in some career fairs and so on, or in the internet, it was almost impossible to find sustainable organizations. And in my case, I was very lucky. Also, I worked my ass off, to be honest, but I was also lucky because maybe there was the competitiveness was lower in that sector. There wasn't as interest as of today. Also, I was lucky because of having certain contacts and so on. And I got a job in a purpose-driven organization in the sustainability field, and also in public policy that I love, and so on. And well, I was lucky as well. And again, this almost didn't exist some years ago, and now there are many more opportunities. But so is the people that want to pursue such career pathways. So the recommendation really is yes, try to follow your dreams. It's one of the best things to do. But remember, the world is not achieving your dreams, it's following them. If you follow your dreams, which is a process and not an outcome, the story is pretty different because you're not attached to the outcome, but rather the process. And the process is in your hands, the outcome is not. And if you really want to pursue your dreams, you can start today. You can learn, for example, by writing and reading books or watching videos on YouTube that you love, such as this one, I hope. But not only that, also starting a mini initiative, a very small one, 1 hour per day of creating your first business without, let's say, putting much risk on it or too much money and so on. Or maybe also you can start 30 minutes a day of looking which organizations you would love to work for because maybe you've never done that exercise. Or if you don't know anything about life and you don't know your purpose, maybe you can start working on your purpose because yes, it doesn't appear all of a sudden. You need to work on it. So that's what's on your hands really. The outcome, it's out of your hands, even in the best conditions. So that will be my recommendation. Follow your dreams. Get your purpose ready because at some point you'll have the chance. And then maybe you'll be able to, let's call, succeed because you will be following your dreams in an even bigger way. Not just the way that you're currently having, in case that you still believe that you're in a position that could be better by working on your dreams at some point, which could happen today really if you start today. So if you like the content of this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and as always, be curious, enjoy life, and be the change you want to see in the world. See you in the next optimistic adventure.